Thank you all for coming. I stand here today as a daughter, the daughter of a father who was a hard-working blue-collar city worker and a mom that stayed home with a brother and I. I stand here as a sister of a brother who is my lifelong friend and a protector. I stand here as a mother of two beautiful girls who are the heart of my heart and the center of my world. But also, I stand here as the wife of a man who I believe will be an extraordinary president of the United States of America. You see, Barack and I were raised with very similar values. Values like you work hard for what you want in life, like your word is your bond, you do what you say you are going to do, like treating people with respect and dignity even if you don't know them or you disagree with them. I remember when I just met Barack, he introduced me to the work he was doing with a small community that had been suffering after a factory had closed and the workers had been retrenched. I still remember one of his speeches that he gave to the community with those years ago. He asked the question, what's the difference between the world as it is and the world as it should be? And then how do you change the world from how it is to how it should be? He encouraged us to find the inner strength and determination to strive for the world as it should be. Isn't that the kind of America we want? Not just for ourselves, but for our children. A place that you can make it if you try. A place that the only limit to the height of your achievement is the reach of your dreams and the willingness to work for them. That is the kind of America Barack wants to build as a president. And he will accomplish it the same way he accomplishes everything else. By bringing us together and reminding of the things that we all share. So let's work together to build a world as it should be, and let's work together to elect Barack as the next president of the United States of America. I thank you.
The word charisma is derived from the word charis, which in Greek translates to divinely inspired gift. Charismatic leadership is the ability of a leader to connect with individuals and distill messages in a manner that influences followers to a desired outcome. It is dependent on the leader's use of values, symbolism, and emotions to exert influence over followers via signaling. There are 3 dimensions of charismatic leadership tactics that Michelle displays. These are connecting, comparison and contrast, distilling a message, and showing integrity, authority, and passion. Michelle helps her listeners to understand a message by connecting and relating to their issues in a powerful manner. She does this by the use of analogies about Obama and herself, a personal story that will touch the hearts of the audience.
See, the Barack Obama I know today is the same man I fell in love with 19 years ago. He's the same man who drove me and our new baby daughter home from the hospital 10 years ago this summer, inching along at a snail's pace, peering at us anxiously through the rearview mirror, feeling the whole weight of her future in his hands, determined to give her everything he'd struggled so hard for himself, determined to give her something he never had, the affirming embrace of a father's love.
With respect to another charismatic leadership tactic, distilling, she engages her audience by the use of rhetorical questions or 3-part lists. This may prompt the individuals to think and engage. She is trying to leave them with a message that they will remember, which ultimately convinces the followers to vote for her husband.
our commitment to our children's future, he knows that that thread is strong enough to hold us together as one nation, even when we disagree. It was strong enough to bring hope to those neighborhoods in Chicago. It was strong enough to bring hope to the mother he met who was worried about her child in Iraq. Hope to the man who's unemployed and can't afford gas to find a job. Hope to the student working nights to pay for his sister's health care, sleeping just a few hours a day. And it was strong enough to bring hope to people who came out on a cold Iowa night and became the first voices in this chorus for change that has been echoed by millions of Americans from every corner of this nation.
Lastly, Michelle displayed integrity and passion by expressing statements that will enable her listeners to align themselves with her. She also conveys confidence in her speeches and maintains proper expressions of her voice, body, and face, a key component of charisma. She also sets high goals and conveys confidence that it can be reached.
He'll achieve these goals the same way he always has, by bringing us together and reminding us how much we share and how alike we really are. You see, Barack doesn't care where you're from or what your background is or what party, if any, you belong to. See, that's just not how he sees the world. He knows that thread that connects us, our belief in America's promise, our commitment to our children's future. He knows that that thread is strong enough to hold us together as one nation, even when we disagree.